Good afternoon, everybody. My name is John McGivney, and I am from St Luke's Radiation Oncology Centre in Dublin, Ireland. I'm here today to talk about the Phase 2 expansion of the St Luke's Radiation Oncology Centre at Beaumont Hospital. I'm delighted to be here to present this work, which I have had some help with from Paul Davenport, Chief Physicist in St Luke's Radiation Oncology Network, and Professor Brendan McLean, who is Director of Physics, both of whom are involved in this project, along with a large-scale multidisciplinary team drawn from across all disciplines to allow us to develop a solution for all users and for all patients, including radiation oncologists, radiation therapists, nursing staff, and administration staff. Just to give you an overview of St Luke's Radiation Oncology Network is a 3-site network, with the original site St Luke's Hospital in Argar built in 1954 and later added to in 2011 with the St Luke's Radiation Oncology Centre at St James's and the St Luke's Radiation Oncology Centre at Beaumont. We currently have 14 linear accelerators, 6 CT simulators, 2 MRI, 1 HDR brachytherapy unit, and 1 deep X-ray treatment unit, along with 2 oncology information systems and 4 treatment planning systems. It is approximated that we will see a 30% increase in new radiotherapy cases in the next 20 years in Ireland. And it is also approximated that we expect to see an increase in the retreatment of patients by a factor of 1.2 due to the recurrence of disease. So this project is talking about the expansion of radiation therapy services, which has been ongoing in the Dublin region since 2006, when the original sort of design of the St Luke's Radiation Oncology Centres at James's and Beaumont started, delivering those services in 2011, as I mentioned earlier. We currently have 14 LINACs, and we need to move to 7 LINACs by 2026 to meet patient demand. The decision to expand our services was taken that it would happen at the Beaumont Centre to provide additional capacity. This site proved the most easiest site to access with the best space available currently to allow us to expand. The focus of the Beaumont Radiation Oncology Expansion Project is to provide a building which will facilitate delivery of a world-class and innovative radiation oncology service. It is the National Centre for Stereotactic Radiosurgery, a specialist radiotherapy technique. The project itself started in late 2017 when we went out and we appointed a design team led by the architects Michael Collins Associates. Even at this early stage when HCE Estates were out to appoint a design team, clinical engineering were involved in that process. And we assisted in the selection of some of the members of the design team, from the mechanical and electrical engineers to the architects to the civil and structural engineers, along with some other of my physics colleagues. In June 2018, HCE Estates, who were leading this project, along with St Luke's Radiation Oncology Network staff, developed up a design brief, which was issued to this newly appointed design team to design a building appropriate for our use. The new designed accommodation was to include the addition of 6 linear accelerators, a PET-CT simulation suite, day procedure suite including brachytherapy, space for treatment planning, administration, offices, meeting rooms, teaching and research, etc. And we also managed to add in some nice additional staff areas, including a roof terrace for our staff. The drawing to the right shows you a picture of the ground floor arrangement of the newly expanded centre. The area shown in grey is the existing centre in St Luke's Radiation Oncology Centre at Beaumont, showing you 4 linear accelerators. And the area in white to the right of that is the newly expanded centre, which you can see is adding a considerable size to the existing site. And it includes the addition of 6 linear accelerators to bring the centre up to a 10 LINAC centre in the next 10 years. The goals of the project were to provide a world-class and innovative radiation oncology service to our patients that would be fit for purpose, that would deliver the latest techniques and modern techniques to our radiotherapy patients. It was to align with the National Equipment Replacement Programme, which is the first multi-year radiotherapy equipment programme that has been established in Ireland. And this programme is to allow us to not only expand the equipment and provide equipment in the new expanded centre, but also look at the replacement of the existing 14 linear accelerators and other associated equipment over the next 15 to 20 years in Ireland. It was also to expand the provision of our stereotactic ablative radiotherapy service and cranial SRS services, as we are the national referral centre for these programs in Ireland. It was to include the integration of PET-CT and MRI into radiotherapy treatment delivery, to allow us to better see the target areas that we need to hit and be able to better treat those patients. And use of the latest information systems to streamline workflows and gather information for data analysis, for use currently in our patients to see what they need, and also to help us in the future with data mining to determine what might be needed in the future. We have currently completed stages 1A to 2C of the project, and planning permission was granted in December 2020, and building design is essentially complete. We've gone from an initial draft plan of the ground floors to a completed room design of each room within the building. The drawing to the right is an artist's impression of how the building will look. The bottom part of the drawing shows you the old grey building, which is the existing site, and the new colourful building with colourful fens is designed to complement that and show the new and the old, and the bottom grey plinth to allow them linked together, along with a glass atrium area between the two buildings to allow light within the buildings. The design was developed to meet future needs of radiotherapy treatments, to include adaptive radiotherapy treatments such as MRI Linacs and Halcyon and ETOS treatment machines. We've designed the bunkers that we will be able to site these in the bunkers if the equipment program provides for those. Access to internal radiotherapy such as brachytherapy, including a day procedure suite to allow us to treat these type of patients within the centre. And better identification of primary and distance nodes using PET-CT and replacing our existing MRI machines with the latest MRI machines for radiotherapy. If you can't see it, you can't hit it. So the idea is that we have better imaging initially for treatment planning and then better imaging on our equipment machines that we use. We've also considered faster patient setup and looked at real-time patient positioning monitoring so that this will allow us to treat our patients in a faster way, which will increase our throughput within the area. And finally, just to conclude, this has been an exciting project to work on and not helped by the fact that we had COVID-19 and a cyber attack within Ireland to deal with. And despite these issues, we've managed to get through this project and get to an enabling work stage, and a building tender is being developed and will be issued in early 2022. It was truly a multidisciplinary approach led to a well-developed design, and we're on schedule for project completion in 2024. Thank you.